Someone said something the other day on the comments over there on one of the Modern Warfare videos that we did, and it was saying, why the hell is Captain Price and Task Force 141 operating in Korea, whether that's North or South? We haven't really have any specifications, but they've said why. Why are they there? And it made sense because somebody said, you know what, I think they got disavowed. And if they got disavowed because of the actions that Captain Price did at the end of Modern Warfare 3, then it would make sense that maybe they got exiled or, they're over there in Korea doing something maybe to clear their name or doing some sort of operations over there. And then I started thinking, if they got disavowed, does this mean that some of the operations that they're doing and some of the things that they're doing to get Makarov, and maybe if they get Makarov, they're able to clear their name, or if they get Makarov, they're able to get some of the people back on their side. I don't really know necessarily how it would work, but Makarov is in Korea operating with somebody over there about maybe starting a World War III and really getting this shit going. And so Task Force 141, or what's left of it with Price, Ghost, Gas, maybe they were able to reach out to one or two other people to bring them in. They head to Korea to try to stop it because they got a tip that Makarov was over there. They maybe asked command or somebody, hey, you know what, like I want to go over there, try to stop this motherfucker because he killed Soap and we've been on his ass. And they're like, no, you know what? We're not going to do that. You motherfuckers are disavowed. You're done. Fuck y'all. And then they're like, hell no. And then they head over there to Korea on their own. And maybe they kind of go off the books. Maybe they go into the gray area heavily. And that's why some of the reports and some of the rumors that have come out for Modern Warfare 4 is that it's not going to have this Avengers feel anymore. It's going to have more of a grounded military feel. It's going to borrow a little bit of the vibe, a little bit of the way that Modern Warfare 2019 was. They stated that the game is going to have more of that feeling, more of that grounded feeling. And so if it's going to carry that realistic feel, then something big I think needs to happen to force Captain Price, to force Ghost, to force, Task Force 141 into acting a little bit more ruthless, to acting a little bit more, like special operators. That's another thing that they said. You know what? For Modern Warfare 4, they're going to feel like special operators doing missions, doing operations. They're not going to feel like superheroes. And honestly, if you do take a look at Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2 for the rebooted trilogy, they do have this feeling of superheroes. They do have this feeling of like, oh my God, there's Captain Price and his team ready to save the day. That's kind of what they have felt like. Like, we'd be bullshitting if we didn't admit at least that. So if they can kind of get rid of that and ground it a little bit more, it might be good for the campaign. Now, another thing that they can do is, I think a lot of these missions in Modern Warfare 4 are going to be taking place in Korea. Again, whether that's North or South, I don't know. But if they're taking place in the Korean area, then maybe a lot of the globe trotting and, continent jumping or whatever the fuck that was going on in previous Modern Warfare games won't be happening as much this time around. It'll be more of a centered story. And that could be good and could be bad, because if you look at Modern Warfare 4 and you look at what's supposed to happen, like what does Makarov want to do in Modern Warfare 4? More than likely, he wants to end this shit. More than likely, he wants to start a war, destabilize the United States, destabilize the West, and probably destabilize even Russia, because he probably feels like they're not the real Russians, right? So he wants to just start this big ass World War III and create chaos. If he's over in Korea doing that, some of you guys might say, well, shouldn't we have more operations throughout the world to make the conflict feel bigger? Yes, I think we should. But we've been doing most of that in Modern Warfare 19, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. So every single game is always globe-trotting and doing a lot of things. If you center the story and the game and you have most of it take place in Korea, and you have Task Force 141 together stuck in Korea, then you get to grow their characters a bit more. You get to unite them as a team, and they get to have a grounded story to tell in Korea. Maybe the story starts off with Task Force 141 in Korea doing some operations, and you have Ghost, Gas, and Captain Price, and then let's add someone else like Roach or anybody that you guys would like to see come back from the original game, someone that we haven't seen yet. You add them to the team, and then the team stays together in Korea working the whole time, because in Modern Warfare 2 you split them. You had Gas and Price, and then you had Ghost and Soap, and then in Modern Warfare 3 you had them split again a lot of the times, or you had them go at it alone. Instead of doing that, I think Modern Warfare should have the whole task force together for most of the time doing operations, so you can see them grow. And it kind of would remind me a lot of Call of Duty Ghost. The Ghost unit, Stalker unit, whatever you want to call it, Hash, Keegan, Merrick, all of them were always together. They fucking moved like a real unit. They moved like a team that trusted each other, a team that they knew what was going on. Every time that we did a mission together, it was like 5 of us deep in there, like just, getting shit done. And with Task Force 1 for 1, it's like, okay, you two go there, you two go there, or one of you goes there, and so on and so on. And so if you have them together and they're moving like a unit and they look like a unit, then you can have on the other side, maybe Kate Laswell, right? You can have her, commanding another team, and that team could be a United States team. That team could be the Delta Force. And again, that's how you have maybe globetrotting. You could have Task Force 1 for 100% stuck in Korea. They do not leave. They stay there grounded, hunting for Makarov. And then you have Delta Force on the other side of the world, or doing in different places, kind of jumping around like a whole new unit with 4 or 5 guys. And they're the ones assisting. They're the ones helping. And they're the ones kind of jumping around. And I think that way you could really make the story more interesting. You could ground it a lot more. You can have these teams feel like a unit. You can have actual missions. I really hope that we kind of get rid of open combat missions a lot. And I hope that we can have, like, for example, the Delta Force, if they appear, and Task Force 1 for 1, kind of doing missions together. And it feels like a unit. It feels like these missions are planned and done and executed well. I think Modern Warfare needs this. Someone made a very, very interesting comment the other day that I hadn't thought about. We're in uncharted territory when it comes to Modern Warfare. We've never had a Modern Warfare 4. It's never happened. So what you do here, it's very different. It could be lawless. There's no plan. There's no blueprint. These rebooted versions of Modern Warfare lean so much on the original, specifically 2 and 3, and took stuff from that. And let's do this and that. And Modern Warfare 4 never came out. So what they do is really in their hands. They could do whatever they want. There's no blueprint. So I thought that was very interesting. And so what exactly is Task Force 1 for 1 doing in Korea? Maybe looking for Makarov. They got disavowed, potentially, and maybe that's why they're in Korea. And if that's the case, keep them there, leave them there, and have them struggle over there. Make them really suffer and put them in a difficult situation. If you want to do globetrotting, if you want to do some other stuff, have Delta Force or another special operations unit be out there that you can play as. Make them good. Don't make them evil. Don't make a twist here where, they're actually working for Makarov. No, make them good as fuck too, and then let's see what they do, right? Let's introduce, Team Metal, right? Let's bring them back, reimagine, and see what the hell happens. Like something like that, I think could work really, really good for Modern Warfare 4. And I'm hoping that we get to see something, not super duper soon, but in the next few months here. Obviously, Modern Warfare 4 is going to be coming out like October, November maybe. So hopefully we get we start getting some information about it. And I'm very excited for it. So what do you guys think? Why do you think Task Force 1 for 1 is in Korea? And do you think that they may have gotten disavowed? Oh, I almost forgot. Obviously, you're seeing my face right now. And I tried doing this with another video a while back. I have a movie channel, and on my movie channel, I show my face all the time. But I noticed and I realized that it's very difficult actually for me to have my face in every single video for the video game channel, because I record every single day. I record sometimes multiple times a day and kind of get stuff going like that. And I noticed that it's actually a lot easier for me not to have the camera, because I don't have to. It feels like it's a little more work with the camera on. And I don't know if you guys want to even have the fucking camera. Maybe you guys don't want to see me, So I want to ask in this particular video, because it's a Call of Duty video, maybe a lot of more of you guys will see this. Do you want me to keep the face cam on, or you don't really give a fuck about the face cam? You don't really give a fuck about seeing me, and you just want to get the news and the stuff that I'm doing? I'm just curious to see if it leans either way, right? I'm very curious to see if it leans either way.